Hey guys, this is Tamaya Podcast, Pretty Woman with Sense. I am Ashlee, better known as Fred, and we got
Tamaya, period.
Period.
Pretty Woman with Sense, and this is our 9th episode.
Yep.
Dropping them every other week.
On the heads.
Tune in. So this episode is gonna be more so about what we do to make our money, our bread and butter, our businesses. She does trucking, and of course I'm a hairstylist. And we have some exciting news for everybody we're gonna drop at the end of this episode, so make sure you tune in. But moving forward, yeah, that's what this episode is about. What we gonna call it though?
Pretty Woman with Sense. I feel like that's good.
I fuck with that.
I fuck with that.
Pretty Woman with Sense.
Because we're dropping game and we speaking on some real shit.
Yes.
And we're giving our perspective on a lot of things that's happening in the media right now too.
The media is going crazy right now.
A little messy boots.
Messy. Very messy.
Very messy.
Yes.
And before we get started, you know we gotta do our shout out to Double XL.
Today we on Mango once again.
Once again, let's pour us up.
Yes.
Look, WSL, it's still in the workings. You hear me? Like
they getting the paperwork together. They getting the paperwork together for us. So
Okay.
we will be sponsored by Double XL very soon.
Okay, we on that mango.
Yes.
Ladies, get on that mango.
Cause I'm telling you, like the liquor is not doing very well for our bodies.
No.
It's not good for us for longevity. Yeah, when we was in our 20s, it was cool to pop bottles all the time, every weekend when you go out. But we are getting older. We got to watch what we put in our bodies. And alcohol is just the #1 causes to aging.
Yeah.
And we don't want that. So keep it cute. Grab you a bottle of Double XL and sip responsibly.
Okay. I feel like wine just make you feel so grown and sexy.
I just feel so sexy.
Don't it make you feel so? It's like for any occasion. If you want to pregame, if you want to call your boo over, if you want to get with the girls, it's like any occasion you get that wine.
It's very universal.
Yes.
Very much so.
I fuck with it. So being they know that you're a stylist and you do hair, what do you have? Like, what are you, like, what's going on in business? Like,
so right now, business is steady, thank God. I've been working on a lot of projects, and like I was saying, we have some exciting news for y'all, so I might as well drop it.
it's up to you.
Okay,
Oh, you don't got to you wait to the end. Y'all got to stay and watch to the end because it's very juicy.
You want to
make them wait. Make
okay,
them
we're going to wait. So other than that, I've been working on my project that we're going to drop, which I know is going to happen at the end of this episode. But it's just steady right now. And right now I'm looking for more things to do. I think I'm about to start back selling clothes for my line 8037 because I enjoy getting dressed, putting clothes on, getting cute. So I want to start doing content transition videos.
Yes, yeah, I've been pushing Tamaya to do content. I sent her 3 videos today of people doing content. Bitch, you didn't respond to me.
I know.
You see, I said, look, this man said, I get paid. I said, yeah, I'm sending this to her.
Yes, that man got that bag.
Yeah, he in trucking. His name is Larry. Shout out to Larry. Everybody know him in the trucking industry because he is so funny. But you know, he's been doing videos for a minute.
Yes.
But he said he's he's almost 100,000 for content. So listen. Just record. It don't matter.
I'm
Put
telling
up that
you.
camera and record. They are making money.
And the thing with me, I be so in my head.
Self-conscious about everything.
Oh my gosh, I overthink everything. So it's like I got the ideas to do the content, but I don't know where to start. I know where to start, but I don't know. I'm just all over the place.
Just start recording.
Yeah, so like I was telling you the other day, like I want to do something so when I start it, it's gonna be consistent. And I like putting on clothes, taking pictures, and I used to sell clothes, so why not get back into selling my clothes, do transition videos, real cute, and do it like that. I'll be wrapping everything that I like to do into one, because of course I got to do my hair and my makeup, the outfit, pictures, so.
Yeah, you should do that.
So look out
do
for
little
8037.
voiceovers, it'll be so cute.
Yes, some cute little voiceovers talking about my top or my bottoms or whatever. So yeah, look out for my 80. It's called 8037, and it's so crazy that everything we do has a meaning. Behind Hey Mama Podcast, it has a meaning. We both lost our moms, so we came up with the name. But 8037 is me, my brother, my younger brother, and my mom's birthdays added up together.
That's dope.
So it came out to 8037. My brother gave me the idea. I'm like, I'm gonna steal that. So thank you, bro.
Yeah, that is so cute.
Yes. So everything we do has a meaning behind
Definitely has a meaning. Every single thing.
Yes.
So that's awesome. I can't wait to see your content.
I'm excited.
You know, I'm gonna share.
She been on my ass, so I'm definitely about to.
You gotta have friends gonna be your accountability
partner. And I
partner.
love that she holds me accountable. Like, get up and make some content, and I'll start making content and just don't finish it. I got so much content in my phone that is not completed.
Oh my
But
goodness.
I'm about to get started for real because the money is in content.
Yeah.
Hair is my bread and butter, but eventually I want the podcast to be making X amount of money and as well as content. To the point where all of my income is generating
what you being
progress. Sleep. Yes, while I'm asleep, making money.
Passive income.
Yes. So what about you? What you got going on in the trucking industry? What's going on?
So I am a freight broker and a freight dispatcher. When I first started off, I was a freight dispatcher. Did I come from a trucking background? No, I have not. I came out of the banking and financial corporate industry, and I transitioned from a friend put me up on game about freight dispatching and freight brokering. So I was a freight broker first, and I became freight dispatching, and I started doing it too. So now, at this point of my career, I just wanted to consult at this point. I had my ups, I had my downs. So now I'm at the point where I want to consult. I want to teach. I want to give game. I want to tell people my don'ts. I mean, where I failed at and how you can overcome. I have overcame so much. I have accomplished so much. I have did projects with the city, with the state, with government contracting. So at this point in my life, I definitely want to do more on the consulting side rather than just me I do have people already under me that's dispatching, so that's already done. But I have a self-paced course as well. I give away a lot of free stuff, so make sure you follow my business page, which is Ben Ready Logistics.
Period.
And Ben Ready I had a clothing line too. Back in 2016 is when I started, and it was called Ready's Boutique, but the clothing line was called Ben Ready. So the meaning behind Ben Ready was, Ready Boutique come from my name. My name is Red Ready. So Ben Ready line comes from like being ready. Like I've been ready for whatever life gonna put at me, whatever obstacles gonna come, whatever good's gonna come, whatever's bad gonna come, it is what it is at this point.
And it's real cute. I like it. Being ready is very cute.
Being ready solutions. So therefore, to me anyway, I'm a very solution-based person. Like say if I'm having an altercation with somebody, or I'm like me and my boo going at it, whatever, I don't know. Okay, so how we gonna fix it? We can't keep talking about the same thing. Are we gonna have a solution for it, or we're gonna move forward? Even with friends, we're gonna have a solution for it, we're gonna move forward, we're gonna stop talking. Like, what is a solution?
Yes.
So that's why I made solution instead of like logistics. I'm rebranding everything. So that's taking a lot out of me. I'm coming from what was it? Ready Logistics. It was Ready Logistics first. So I don't want to be like just confined to trucking. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to think I can really consult with anything dealing with business. So that's why I went to like Being Ready Solutions, because I'm really a solution to any problem that I feel like that's in my square, in my bubble. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to business. So that's how I felt about it. And in business anyway, if you're not a solution to a problem, you ain't making no money. You got to be a solution to a problem when it comes to business. That's what it's all about.
And back to what you were saying when you coming up with the name Being Ready Solutions, people got to keep in mind when they're naming their brand for their business, every word counts. Even putting LLC at the end of your business, it makes you look new. If you look at all these other businesses, they don't have LLC at the end of their business.
No.
They just have, for instance, Paul Mitchell. What else? A brand, Walmart. I'm sure it's an LLC, but they don't have LLC at the end. So keep in mind when you're naming your business, so that you can take on different avenues with that one business that you have established. For instance, Hair Queen Studio, I've been using that for a while now. I could open a salon with that. I can open suites with that. It's a lot of things that I can do.
Consulting with hair.
Consulting, a lot of things, because in a studio, it doesn't keep me confined to one thing. A studio means numerous of things. So keep that in mind when you opening your business and starting your business. Don't make your business sound new, like Hair Queen Studio LLC. I take that to the bank. 9 times out of 10, they know I'm new to the game. So keep that in mind. You can have an LLC, but don't put that in your name description.
Yep. And speaking of businesses, I do want to speak on like how it is a sectum of everybody always saying like, oh, black owned businesses, they're horrible to work with, they have bad customer service, or I don't like dealing with black people, I don't like dealing with my own kind. They're always talking about black owned businesses, but on a black person spectrum, I want to say maybe statistics could be wrong, my statistics can be wrong, but I say at least 85 to 90% of black people come from poverty. And sure. Lack of knowledge and lack of education, lack of technology. Yes. So it's a lack of everything. So I give a lot of black people grace because, and depending on how long they've been in business too. That's what I say. I feel like, and that don't go to just black people. I feel like there's a lot of different type of business. You might bump into a Caucasian business where their customer service is not as great. They're probably, you know what I'm saying, their product not as great. So it's always a spectrum to any business. It's always pros and cons. But people are always attacking black people business. And same with prices. They're ready to negotiate with a black person, but let them go to Gucci or Fenty or they're not questioning the price. To them, it's a what is that called? A status symbol to pay that much when it comes to designer. But when it comes to a black owned business, they want to bargain. You feel me? They want to bargain or they want to complain or.
And you know what? So I seen a post where Gilly, what is it? They brothers, Gilly.
They cousins. Wallow.
Gilly and Wallow. So Wallow was on a platform and he was saying, fuck you being a black business owner. You need to be a good business owner. I know we have trial and error, but a lot of people mistake that for being horrible with customer service. Like, it's trial and error, yes, but you can't be screaming black owned business, support me, and you have horrible customer service. You are not on time with providing what you have for your customers. It's just all over the place. Like, we can complain, but at the same time, keep in mind that you're still a service provider, so you still have to take the initiative to learn how to provide great customer services to your customer so that you can keep the business flowing.
True.
I can see that things happen in mistake, trial and error. You learn from mistakes, but if it's a repeated thing, it's something you need to change about your business because it's just not running properly. It's a lot with customer service. People, you good at selling a product.
No matter the race though, customer service.
Right. Yeah, you're good at selling a product. Yeah, you good at content and whatever. But when it comes to customer service, that's number one because that's what brings people in. You got to gain trust. You got to gain trust from people. And people got to be willing to pay you give you their money for their hard
trust.
You know
you
what
got
I'm
to be
saying?
able to trust you.
You have to trust. For example, being a hairstylist, I can do hair. I say I do hair all day, but if you don't trust that I can deliver the service, you're not going to come to me. Yeah. So, you have to stand tall in whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying, and provide great customer service. Being a black business owner is already hard. We got a lot of odds against us. So you don't want to have a ghetto business going on. You want to provide excellent
baby, once
service.
I see some ghetto activities on your page, you're done. I'm not shopping with you.
Like,
I ain't shopping with you.
Like, I don't know. So me being a hairstylist is different for me because thank God my profession, I don't have to change how I am.
Same.
You know what I'm saying?
I know that's one thing I love. I could be myself in my profession.
I can be myself. I don't have to be quirky and be this fake professional person because the people that's drawn to me are my people that I can relate to, people that I can, you know what I'm saying, grow from, learn from, and we feed off of each other. I have a lot of girls that's about their business. And it's not that I'm going searching for a certain type of clientele. It's like what I put out, they gravitate to me. So being a business owner is very important, but customer service is more important if you want to continue growing.
Yep, have repetitive customers.
Yes, and have returning customers. Returning customers is like number one. If you got returning customers, that means you're doing something right. Keep doing it. But if they come in once and not coming back, change some things up. It's all about learning. You're not going to get it right the first time.
Yeah, I agree.
You're not going to get it right the first time.
I agree. I think I'm in the middle with both. I feel like I can give grace to black-owned businesses and also they can do better as well. Because some people might be good at bookkeeping, but customer service might be horrible. Because some people can't mesh with certain people delivery when it comes to their personality. Mm-hmm. It's been a lot of people I done bumped into, and I was like, you know what? I don't like their delivery, but I like their products. Mm-hmm. But some people, as adults, don't have that emotional intelligence to even be able to like. They probably like, oh, you know, I ain't mess with them as a whole because I ain't like I know she did. But some people, you gotta excuse that. You gotta excuse the delivery. If they got good product, they got good product. So I think I'm in the middle when it comes to that. I give grace, and also it can be you can do better. It's all learning experience. So that's how I feel about that. It definitely is.
Okay, so yes, this is our business segment. We talk about our businesses, but it's a lot going on.
We gotta touch bases on what's going on.
It's a lot going on in social media. For one, Shannon Sharpman, they is on his ass. It's like they choose a black man every year to take that.
It is,
and it's sad. But at the same time, they bring it on themselves.
They do. You know what? But I feel like he was really doing good with his podcast, and he was definitely
doing great.
It's always something that got to get you. I don't know, because he got to reach to a certain point with his podcast or something, and the Illuminati on his ass. I don't know what it is.
Once you get a certain status, they like, oh no, it's time to take him down.
Yes.
And it's sad. They did Bill, Diddy, fucking the baby, goddamn. They got Lil
R.
Durk,
Kelly.
They got R. Kelly. Like, it's so many entertainers right now that they trying to take down. And it's sad, like, but they put themselves in that position.
They do.
Stop dealing with these young white girls.
Yeah, we.
Stop it.
They looking for you to fuck up. They been since slavery days.
They are preying on y'all.
They been doing that.
Just like the little white girl walking. If you was a slave, you whistle at a white girl, it's over.
Well, yeah, they about to hang you.
You having sex with one of the white girls on a plantation, she get pregnant, they gonna kill you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? She wants that big black cop.
Oh my God.
They want it. They want the big black cop.
Not the big black cop.
That's what they want. They get it and it drive them crazy.
It drive them crazy.
It already drive the black girls crazy.
Everybody want to get black cop.
We know how to handle it a little bit.
Right.
But when they put their dick on them little white girls, they want some revenge if you don't act right. So y'all need to keep that in mind. Do not fuck with them white girls.
They wanna mess with the Caucasian women because they feel like they're very submissive. They probably feel like they just okay. But one thing about them Caucasian people, and mind you, I am not racist, but I feel like I love my Caucasian people. But this is how I feel. I feel like that race, they make it seem like everything's all good, and the whole time they'll be plotting on your ass. They gonna be.
Listen,
I'm just some tea. Whole time tea gonna have some motherfucking.
I'm not racist at all.
I'm not racist at all.
I love.
But Caucasians kind of look sneaky with theirs. That make it seem like just like we're doing business with Caucasian people. Caucasians don't gotta like you to do business with you.
No, they don't.
Black people don't like you. They're not gonna do business with you at all because they don't like you. White people.
I learned a white man told me out his mouth, and I could never forget this. I always tell people this because it's just like, damn. This was back in 2018. I had a white friend guy or whatever, and he told me out of his white mouth to never trust white people.
For real?
He told me that. He said no matter how nice they are, never trust them.
I agree.
And that always stuck out to me.
Watch all the movies. They're like, yes, Bob.
They gonna smile in your face.
And then that life insurance policy, they're trying to get that.
I'm not racist. I love white people. I love Spanish.
They got a good poker face.
Everybody. They have a great poker face. But one thing about it, now, things are changing. A lot of people are in their awakening stage of life. Black people too. I get it. White people, they are too. Because there's some really great white people out there.
They really are.
And there's some that's going against racism. And racism is taught. So you can always unlearn things. So it's a lot of white people out there that's unlearning the things that they taught bringing up. But it's also a lot of those that just like want to study black people, I feel like. Yeah. They want to pick our brains. Mm-hmm. They already think we're not educated.
But you know what? I feel like every other race do study us and they capitalize on black people. Prime example, the hair industry. You see how Chinese people, they come over here and it ain't majority of black people buy hair bundles, hair products, and third. And do you see Chinese people don't wear that shit in their head?
They don't, not at all. They see what the demand is and they're gonna go off of it. It's a lot of black grease that we put in our hair. Blue Magic is made by white people. It's a lot of products that we use are made by white people because they are capitalizing off of what we like.
And you know, one thing about white people that black people are not is organized. White people are organized. Black people are not.
Move very strategic.
Yes.
This white collar crime that these niggas out here doing with this scamming and shit, baby, these white people been doing this shit back in the 1800s.
If you think that people like in business and higher ups like
just made it there,
the elites, do you think they're doing everything by the book? No, they're not.
Not at all. They are definitely.
No, they're not.
Cutting a few corners,
what?
Snaking a few people,
okay,
to get to the top. But
definitely.
That's white people for you. That's their background. Look what they did to us in America as slaves. They took us from our own land, brought us over here, turned us into slaves, and changed our whole outlook on life, our whole identity. You know what I'm saying? So they come from a mischievous snake background, unless you unlearn that behavior.
And that also comes with religion too. That comes with religion, Christianity. Anything.
They implanted Christianity in us in slavery. We were always spiritual people studying our African culture. We worship things, but it wasn't a white God.
That's why
that's another subject, okay?
That is. That's why I'm
believe in what you believe in, but I feel like God is not a white man.
No. And I definitely believe in God, but I just feel like everything that was slapped in our face, you can't be a sheep. You cannot be just a sheep in the matrix. Like you have to shake yourself out of the matrix. Learn. Now, speaking of learning, now that I said the word learn, let's talk about people who always bash people that sell courses and sell ebooks. Because baby, I sell a course and I sell an ebook.
Okay.
So I want to say this, because people like, oh yeah, they're gonna sell a course or they're gonna sell your ebook. How else are you gonna learn? Because
you're not getting up every day studying.
No.
For one. So my thing with that, people need to understand the work that I put in was trial and error. I didn't just get to where I'm at overnight.
No.
I didn't just wake up and have it all together. I had to try this, it didn't work. I had to try that, it didn't work. Try this and it worked. You know what I'm saying? And you keep doing something that's gonna keep working. So make sure you stay consistent. And another thing, if you're not willing to put the work in, why not pay somebody that has done it?
Exactly, learn from their mistakes. And let me tell you one thing about my business in the truck industry is definitely not easy. It's definitely not a walk in the park. Not to anybody, it's not for the faint heart. Number one, trucking is not like a corporate world. They're gonna talk junk to you over the phone. Over brokers will talk junk to you, truck drivers talk junk. You gotta have tough skin to deal with in the trucking industry. Not only that, let's talk about how running a business itself is not easy at all. And you're gonna have ups and you're gonna have downs. First of all, I don't wanna learn from nobody who make it seem as if it's been a smooth selling their whole time in business.
Right.
If you make it seem like it's been a smooth selling your whole time in business, I don't wanna learn from you. I wanna learn from a motherfucker that said, hey, I'm up 8 figures right now, but let me tell you how many times I failed. Walt Disney went bankrupt plenty of times and still Walt Disney to this day and still have a whole amusement park that got millions of people that still go there. You have to fail in order to succeed. Without failure, you're not going to succeed.
Character.
Definitely. And so let me tell we're going to tell our stories and how we both failed in individuals in our own businesses.
Go ahead.
About when I first started, everything was so good. Oh my gosh. I was making money was good, life good, hair just blowing in the wind.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, I'm setting money to the side for Airbnbs. I'm thinking I'm about to give me some veneers. I don't know veneers now no more, but I'm thinking I'm just about to blow money on dumb shit. I'm about to get some veneers. I'm just living life. And then next thing you know, the economy just started going downhill. Like, toot, 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 toot. I'm like, hold on. Wait a minute. What's going on? So when the economy started going downhill, anything that happens with the economy, it affects trucking. So when the economy started going downhill, I got some of my truck drivers putting their trucks down. They can't afford it no more. I'm getting into it with some of my truck drivers because they like, hold on, what's going on? Truck drivers, they don't know what's going on in the market. All they know is I get in the truck, I drive, I'm not making as much money as I was before. They don't know nothing about what's going on in the market or nothing. What's going on overseas, they don't know nothing. So I'm trying to explain to them, they're not understanding, we getting into arguments because you're not understanding where I'm coming from. Now I have to downsize everything because money is not looking the same. I got to downsize apartments. I got to downsize cars. I got to downsize just my whole lifestyle from what I was. You know how heartbreaking it is?
Okay.
Now just imagine when you have a boo And when you got a boo, when you first, everything is all good.
Okay.
And then when stuff just start going downhill, and he looking at you like, you ain't on like you said you was on. Now, what's going on? And you like, hold on, I know, but hold on.
Okay.
Give me a second. Let me gather myself.
Right.
Yeah, hold on. Let me gather myself. Hold on. So that is very, number one, heartbreaking. Number one, it's a big deal to someone that was making damn near 6-7 figures, and then you have to downsize everything. Mm-hmm. Like, that will turn your world upside down. But adversity builds character. I wouldn't change nothing for the world. So, and also, if you around somebody that's a hustler, you better stick with them, because just because you was in them in their losing season or in they trial and error season don't mean that they're not going to win again. Mm-hmm. So if you're around a hustler, stick beside them, because you never know. There might be 0 today and 100 tomorrow. So stay down.
Yes, so I had a similar situation, and it's so crazy. Recently, 2 years ago, I was up. Having my time, like you said, hair blowing in the wind, new car, moved to a new side of town, doing my thing. And I had an Airbnb. Everything was going good. Airbnb was going great. I was about to get my second Airbnb. And everything just slowed down. Like, even my hair business, like, it got to a point where I probably was only having like 2 clients a week. And that's not normal for me. Even with not promoting, I would at least have a client a day. So about 2 years ago, it slowed down, and I was trying to figure it out like everybody else do. Mm-hmm. And I was in a situation just like she was saying. I had a boo, and he looking at me like, you not who you said you was. Right,
like, what happened to all this stuff you said you had?
You know what I'm saying?
Don't give me.
And all of the things. Right. You lying, bitch. I was not lying, for real.
Exactly.
I was having my way.
I swear.
Bag B. Can do what I want.
Baby, I'm telling you.
So I'm here to say, if you fuck with somebody and you really fuck with them, don't turn your back on them when they are going through a stage where things are going left. We all gonna have our up season. We gonna have our down season. And some may be up 5-10 years consistently and never see a down season. But on that 11th year, you lose it all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it does not take away the fact that they are a hustling person and they are doing everything that they set themselves out to do.
Yeah.
It's all about trial and error, like we keep saying. Some things aren't going to work out and some things will. But if you fuck with somebody, stay down with them. Because one thing about these men, they not gonna stay down with a woman.
They not.
But they expect for us to stay down with them.
That's crazy.
You go to jail, you lose everything. You know what I'm saying? You expect for your woman to be there with you.
They want you to put the bread up.
Okay, and us as women, we don't do that because we feel like we owe you that loyalty. You've been holding it down for me, babe. You've been doing everything, so you done fell off. I got you.
But this with men, if they do that, they gonna talk bad on you.
Oh, baby,
they gonna belittle you as a person. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna probably see what you. They gonna cheat on your ass.
Oh, baby, they finna definitely start cheating on your ass because you ain't holding shit together. They don't give a fuck if you stay or you go. So, in that situation, I learned to always just have a backup plan.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm having my way. Everything going good. Bills getting paid. Things getting handled. I'm not thinking about a fuck up. But as soon as that fuck up came, thank God I know how to get back on my feet because a hustler will know how to.
Okay, I know how to get it right back.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever the case may be. So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you always have a plan B. If that plan A don't work out. I'm a hairstylist. I get the job done. But if the hair stop working, I can start selling clothes. I can start selling hair. I can get an Airbnb going. It's a lot of things that I can do. I can, even being that I'm a licensed cosmetologist, I can go work at a salon where they provide the clients for me. So I always have a plan B.
Yep. And so my situation taught me never have all your money on spot. So I became an investor. I got stocks for me and my daughter. So I got stocks that creates dividends. So that means monthly or weekly we're gonna get paid within her account. She got a UTMA account. I got a Roth IRA. I got life insurance. just having different investments. Also, I'm a notary, so I can, what is it called? I also can do notarized documents. And also it's something that's called, we notary, they have a list of things that you can do as well. You can be a loan signing agent. Loan signing agents make good money too. So if you have your notary, make sure that you go to the notary website and then do your loan signing agent, because they do make some good money. So you can do that, and that's working from home, and you don't have to go step outside your home, and you just make money from the computer. So definitely look into that as well. So definitely have other avenues if one business ain't doing something, make sure you got something that's making you some passive income on the side. That's what they definitely told me.
One income is too close to
having none, for sure.
And we have been taught to go to school, get a job. That's what we go to school for.
Go to college,
get a good paying job. You know what I'm saying? But
college wasn't for me.
College wasn't for me. I wanted to go for the experience, like living on campus or whatever. But
I tried college.
I'm so glad I took the route I took. I got accepted into UNCC. I didn't go because I was not ready for college. Like, I had just finished 4 years of fucking high school. I hated it. I did not want to go. So I got accepted for business administration. I was going to take that, but my passion was with hair, so I went and got my cosmetology license. And during that, I learned how to structure my own business. So, with that being said, we should give them the news.
Yes. So, drum roll. What is the good news?
So, y'all, the clients and my friends and other girls always ask me, Tamaya, when are you hosting a class? You need to do a class. You need to do this. You need to do that. But I never was ready for it. I wanted to be in a space where I wanted to take on the responsibility of being a teacher and teaching people things and just knowing exactly how I wanted to do it. So I will be dropping my first class in May, and I'm so excited about it. It's going to be in a class about, I'm going to do an extended ponytail class because that's one hairstyle that I'm very fluent in. I could do it with my eyes closed. I've been doing ponytails for a very long time. And I can do a ponytail if your hair is 4C, curly, coarse, whatever, short, no edges, whatever. I can do the ponytail. So I think teaching this class will help other stylists change their services, upscale their services to a better service provider for that, because a lot of people don't know how to do ponytails, and a lot of people only focus on one service. So I think this is good for someone that, for example, know how to do blowouts, because if you know how to do if you learn to do a blowout, that's the first step of a ponytail. You got to know how to blow out hair. You have to know how to straighten hair properly. So if you are fluent in doing blowouts, it's very good for somebody like you to change your services and add a service to your already service that you have provided to your customers. So yeah, I'm dropping the class in May. I'm excited. It's my first one, and yeah, I'm ready to teach. I've been in the game for 15 years. I'm licensed. Owned salons. I've even managed salons. I've opened salons. I've done a lot behind the chair. So I'm kind of trying to step away from being behind the chair. I still want to do hair, but I want to teach what I know. I know a lot when it comes to hair. Like, it's ridiculous how much I know. I can do white people hair. Like, I'm not just a hairstylist that do weaves and extensions. I can do blowouts, color, cuts, whatever you name it. I'm a hairstylist. I'm a cosmetologist, okay? So it's a difference. So for the girls that want to learn how to do a ponytail, know how to do a ponytail, and want to learn how to polish it, or the girls that want to learn how to do their own ponytail blowouts, this class is going to be for you. So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to drop the link for my class. And yeah, what about you?
Yay. Yes, I am doing a class as well that's dropping in May. So right now I'm working on so many things. So I also have a self-paced freight dispatch course. But I'm also going to do it in person, where I'm going to have people from the insurance industry, another broker, some of my truck drivers going to come in and ask some questions. And basically people in my class and, just give some game to our students. So, So my class, we're gonna have some refreshments.
Period.
But I feel like this class is gonna be really dope because one thing about it right now, the economy is still not at its best, right? So which transportation industry really take a big hit on it. Now with me, I'm the direct freight queen. You heard me?
Okay. Period.
And that's what most people need right now in this spectrum because over the road is not the answer. Number one, because the rates have dropped. Why the rates has dropped when it comes to picking up freight? It's because we're not getting that many exports from overseas. Why we're not getting exports? Because they're having these tariffs on our goods. So if we're getting taxed with goods coming in, we're not going to buy that many goods. So if we're getting taxed with goods coming in, we're not getting that many goods. Therefore, we're not selling as much either. So therefore, it's best to stay local. When you're local, you're not spending much on fuel. You're not spending, and you're actually getting better rates as contracted rates instead of every day you chasing freight every day. No, I've been learned to not chase freight a long time ago. Truck industry is built on making good relationships, building good reports with these shippers, with these brokers if you have to. When you first start off, build good relationships with brokers. But once you really start getting your feet wet, start talking to shippers, and that's what I teach. I teach on how to get direct freight. I have so many contracts right now that I have drivers on contracts. So that's what you're going to need right now in this industry. Save your money when it comes to buying and splurging out on just ridiculous shit that you would usually splurge on if the economy wasn't like this. Save your bread right now unless you're really investing into yourself. If you're not investing into yourself, save as much money as possible because right now everything is high as hell.
Yes.
Invest in yourself, learn another trade on how to make some more passive income and bring some more bread into your household. So watch out for our classes. Dropping the link below. Follow us on Hair Mama Podcast. Also, you can follow us individually as well.
Yeah.
At Ben Ready Solutions on everything.
And Tamaya Dominique.
Period.
And my hair page is Hair Queen Studio CLT. So
and she's gonna start making content on her hair page.
I'm booked up tomorrow, y'all. When y'all see this, it's not gonna be Saturday. What's today? Today is April the 24th. Tomorrow is April 25th. I got like 5 clients. I'm going to do some content tomorrow.
At least one client.
At least one. Like, if I don't, somebody come slap me because it's ridiculous.
Yes, at least one. And they don't even got to show their face.
Right. I'm definitely doing some content. Oh, I got to do the Cash Doll. That's my favorite style right now. Cash Doll got the girls going crazy, wanting these flips and curls. And one thing about it, when it comes to the Cash Doll style, you got to know what type of hair to get. Don't bring me no bundles from the hair store. I love y'all, but don't bring me the bundles from the hair store. If you're going to go to the hair store, you need to get Empire. And I'm giving free game right now. Empire Yaki is the best hair for that Cash Doll hairstyle. 3 packs, not 2, because the girls are used to 2 packs, but 3 is gonna give you that fullness and give you what you want. So yeah.
Period.
So is this the end of our podcast?
This is. We working hard. I'm tired, and I gotta go back home and work again. I'm working like till 4 o'clock in the morning on my business.
It's so much we gotta have done by May. These classes are taking us down, but we ready. We excited to teach what we have learned, and we hope that you guys listen and tune in and come to one of our classes. Yeah, invest in yourself. Right now is the perfect time. I'm telling you, anytime it's a frenzy in the economy, that's the time to get rich. And it's the perfect time to get rich. For example, Madam C.J. Walker, because I can relate to her so well. The flu pandemic, that was the first pandemic that they had. This was back in 1817. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. But she was one of the first black millionaires because during the flu pandemic, she had to figure out what to do, make ends meet. She was already a hairstylist, but she came up with a product and it helped people hair grow. So I love her. And just imagine how hard it was to be black in those times and become a millionaire. Oh my goodness. She was doing her big one. That's why nothing is not impossible. People are just lazy. Yes, you have to. People want the money but don't want to work for it. They just want the money to fall in their lap. Yes, you have to. They want people to say, hey, do this and do that for free. And you know what? People want permission to succeed. You could just be somebody that talk good. If somebody come to you and tell you, hey, I want to do this, I got this idea, and you convince them, that's all they need. People just want to have permission to succeed.
Look at Coach Stormy.
She get girl.
Look at Coach Stormy. Coach Stormy just talk all day and make you feel so good through Instagram.
Talk in circles all day long. But the people believe in her and they trust her and they learn from her. And she convincing everybody that they can do what they want to do.
Yeah. So drink that tea, baby, lose weight.
Yes. So just stay.
No shade against Coach Stormy. I fuck with Coach Stormy.
Yes, I like Coach Stormy too.
I love anybody that came from nothing and made something.
Oh, for sure. I love a good success story.
What? I love when you come from the dirt.
Yes, I love it. If you've been working on something and it hasn't popped, keep working. Most millionaires don't become a millionaire until they're in their 40s and 50s. So if you're on the right track right now in your 20s and 30s, it's bound to happen. You are bound to be successful. It's going to happen. You're starting early and you got to stay consistent and you got to stay down. You can't participate in a lot of the regular shit that people do. For example, going out every night, purchasing the latest things every time it drops. Those are regular things. You putting yourself in a box with the regulars. If you don't want to be regular, step outside the box. Don't buy the latest shit. Stack your bread. Learn some trades. Take some classes. Invest.
You're gonna become a millionaire by investing. I'm trying to tell you, cause you planting seeds. Everything that you do right now, you planting seeds.
Bill Gates became a millionaire in his 40s, I think.
Who's the Robert? I don't want to mess up his name, but I know his name is Robert something. He wrote the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and basically he was basically saying that's who I learned from. He said you gotta get rich by investing. You have to invest,
and it's all about habits as well. I'm reading the book
habits
too.
And mindsets. Yes, all that play a part. And your mindset is planting seeds. Everything that you do, the way you speak about yourself, planting seeds. The way you think, planting seeds. The way you move, planting seeds. Like everything is planting the seeds to who you're gonna be the next 5 to 10 years. So
I'm reading this book called The Psychology of Money, and I thought it was gonna talk about how to make money. But what I'm getting from the book is basically telling you the things to not do to be successful. For example, in the beginning of the book, it talk about 2 different people. One person, he's very arrogant, egotistical, got the money. He gonna pay for it. He gonna pay. If you try him, he gonna throw you the money. If it's $1,000, he gonna give you $1,500. He just throwing money everywhere, splurging it because he got the money to do so. But 5 or 6 years later, he's fucked up because he don't have money management skills. He has the money, but he don't know what to do with it. He don't know. The mentality that he has is very egotistical. So you're coming off as this big boastful person. And you just blowing your money. And it's also talking about another man that has the money, but you wouldn't know that he got it. He not running around. What?
They remind me of the saying, how the turtle run the race,
yes.
wins the race.
Yes,
what
yes.
Me? How the turtle run the race. And I looked it up and it said, and I wanted to know the deeper meaning of that. And it definitely just said exactly what you
and steady.
Yes,
the waist.
Yes,
I said what?
See, we both messing it up. I said waist
wins the race.
That is so true. Because moving fast, you can bump into so many obstacles moving too fast. But when you're moving slow, you can move more strategically. You can watch other people fail.
You can learn, and learn from
them.
what this person did wrong. Like, oh, I ain't gonna do that. Let me do this.
Exactly. Slow and steady.
Take you 10 steps ahead of the game already.
Exactly.
So don't be so in a rush to get to where you're going. It's a journey. Like, I got so many. What's the word I'm looking for? I got so many scenarios that I can give y'all. For example, my brother is surrounded by millionaires, big houses, driving their dream cars, doing everything they want to do. But they got to success very fast. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be successful. But do you want to go through the journey, or do you want to have the success right away? If you have the success right away, what are you going to be working towards the rest of your life?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They wake up, it's millionaires that wake up every day and do the same thing every day because they ain't got shit else to do. They bored. Mm-hmm. So do you want to be successful right away, or do you want to enjoy the journey? I personally want to enjoy the journey because it's trial and error. I'm going to learn what to do and what not to do.
And you appreciate it more.
And I'm going to appreciate it.
And you know what? People that's already millionaires, that's why they start being on drugs. You see them crashing on you. We look like, nigga, if I had that money, you think I'd be doing it? If I had it, let me show you what to do with it.
Man,
let me show you how to enjoy
they
it.
They did everywhere.
Yeah, they did everything. It's nothing to them. That don't make them. Everybody has their own definition of happiness and success. It's success. So money don't mean nothing to them.
Don't at all. And another thing, like I was saying, another scenario with my brother. I love money. I've been chasing money all my life. I've been wanting to get rich. That's my main goal. I want to be able to purchase everything I want, do whatever I want when I want to do it. Him, on the other hand, he wants to be successful. His successful is defined by being happy, waking up, doing what he want to do, can pay his bills with freedom or whatever, and can do the things that he wished to do. But he don't want to have I'm sure he want to or would love to, but he's fine with not having millions of dollars in his bank account.
A lot of people like that.
Yeah, so everybody defines success differently. So you got to figure out what's your definition of success.
And what makes you happy, because you can't look into things and people to make you happy. You have to be already happy within. That's a within happy. What makes me happy is my daughter healthy, I'm healthy, and me being able to what I want to do and be able to afford what I want to afford, and peace.
It's so a blessing.
Peace, healthy, and being able to do what I want to do.
It's such a blessing to come from the dirt. The dirt,
so literally. They nothing but God.
Not bashing our parents, because I grew up very good.
I wouldn't have no other way.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a very loving home.
Yes.
My mom and dad was together. My grandparents was together. I grew up around love. But they wasn't focused on purchasing the things that I wanted every day all the time. As long as I got a roof over my head and food in my mouth and clean shoes and clothes on my back, I'm good. But with me learning from that, I want to be able to purchase everything that I want. So coming from poverty, it just gives you the drive to want more and want better.
That's what it is. We see people on social media and the internet. We're like, dang, we got to take our family there. We got to be able to do this with our family too. So I don't think it's like we're literally chasing money that we do. It's just chasing the opportunity to not having to worry about bills or worry about anything. Like, we just be financially free.
Yes, and money is up there with air. I don't care what nobody says. Okay, money is up there with air because, for example,
without money you gonna have peace.
Without money,
because you're not peaceful if you can't take care of shit.
If you can't take care of the things that need to be taken care of, you are stressed out. I done been there before. I done had to have bills paid and didn't know where or how I was gonna make the money to do so. Stressed the fuck out. But one thing about it, God always made a way.
God always come through.
He always made a way for me. I would stress myself out to
I
the
love
day
God so much, man.
And he just work it out. So with that being said, I learned to never worry.
You cannot worry about nothing.
You cannot worry. Once you put it in God's hands, you can't worry about it no more.
No.
You got it taken care of.
Because our story is already written.
Okay.
God already got it settled, figured out. That's what, like, when you get to a point, I'm at the point now, I don't care what problem. I probably got problems on my plate right now. You think I care?
I don't give a fuck about them problems. Them problems are small.
Compared to my God.
To a giant. Small things to a giant. Okay?
My God handled all that. I don't worry about that.
You feel me? I'm not worried about no issues.
None.
At all. Once I pray about it,
it's done.
It's over with.
Once I talk to God about it, me and God got a real dear relationship.
You like this?
You feel me?
Okay.
Me and God
so if you
got
a relationship with God, you need to get you one.
Please do. First of all, because one thing about me, I don't want to do nothing outside of God's will. Because if you do something out of God's will, you're going to have to continue to do out of God's will.
I need everything that I do to be moved by God.
Everything has to be the foundation of God. God, do you think it's okay for this person to be in my life? You tell me yes or no.
If not, okay.
Remove him. Remove him.
He done removed some men out of my life that I didn't want to go.
Baby, I'm on my knees crying. God, is you sure?
You sure this the one you want me to leave? You sure?
He says he gotta go. I had to let him go.
That nigga gotta go.
I gotta let him go.
Once he removes that nigga out your life, watch things go up for you.
You gotta keep him out.
Okay.
Because whatever's outside of God's will, you gotta continue to keep it out of God's will.
Yes.
And I can't do nothing without God. I love God so much. Baby, I'm one of God's favorites.
I'm telling you.
I don't play about him and him. But and you know what? But being chosen by God and being, you know, one of God's favorites, it comes with responsibility because the more that you know, the more you're accountable of.
Yes. And you have to teach.
Yep.
You have to teach what you know.
Yep. And we have to spread the gospel.
If you are a chosen one, don't withhold all the information that you have. Teach one. Each one teach one. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the game might be told. The game might be told, not told, but we're gonna tell you about it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple of gems, but I ain't giving you the gist of everything. You're gonna have to pay for it.
You gotta pay for the little fee. So make sure you come to our class in May. Follow us. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in to Two Mama Hey Mama Podcast. Pretty Women with Sense.
I'm Tamaya Dominique.
And I'm Ready.
And this is our 9th episode.
Period. See you next time.
Yes.